Hey guys, it's Steph. Today's November 18th. Want to do an update. There's going to be two videos. This one's just going to talk about the doctor's appointments that I had yesterday. And then the second one is going to kind of go into my pre-op diet. The things that I found out by doing it the last 3 days. So history and physical was yesterday with Dr. Tanner. And all we had done was they went over, like, before I even saw Dr. Tanner, they took the blood, or took my blood pressure, my weight, and everything. And then there was a lady who I cannot remember her name who came in, and she was the nurse for Dr. Tanner. And she kind of let me know how the surgery is going to go, went over the surgery again with me, went over the potential risks, the potential, basically went over the expectations of surgery. They gave me this packet of like 5 pages of paper that I had to read through, basically saying, yes, this is I'm consenting to the gastric bypass, consenting to follow medical and surgical recommendations post-op, not to smoke, not to drink, not to get pregnant within 12 to 18 months after surgery. That was her big thing, was that you need to be using 2 forms of contraceptives. I am taking an oral, so I will have to use a condom as well. She has seen way too many people get pregnant from the time that they've had the surgery up to a year. And she says it kind of sucks because if you get pregnant, you're taking away from your opportunity to lose weight during their first year, and that's vital. And it no longer becomes about losing weight, it becomes about keeping mom and baby healthy. So we want to give you your opportunity in the prime time to lose your weight that you're needing to, and then if you become pregnant after a year, then we can, see the steps to make baby and mommy healthy. So that was, I don't know, it was kind of humorous to me because I knew that you become fertile myrtle after you have surgery, but I didn't think it was like that big of a deal. But apparently, like, birth control is different after surgery. So, and she just said that oral absorbs different after surgery. It's not necessarily a bad thing because my body will be getting like the full amount of birth control, I think. But just to be safe, we want to not be silly and wrap that willy. So we're gonna have to invest in some condoms. We went over the surgery, and basically I had to sign a consent form that says if they get in there and my liver is too big to do the surgery, if they wanted me to do the sleeve. I said no, just because I have a really bad acid reflux, and I do not want to get the sleeve if it's gonna make it worse, because how much worse can I get than I already am now? Like, it's pretty fucking bad. I mean, it doesn't wake me up in the middle of the night, which I'm thankful for, but I still choke on acid during the day while I'm awake, so I don't want to play that game with the sleeve. Also, they said, there is a possibility that they may have to convert to an open surgery for the bypass. And that's just if it's an emergency. Like, if after surgery I have strictures, and which is basically where the part where your stomach is, where they attach your, I can't even think of the word, intestine? I think it's intestine, where they put your intestine, that part, the new one that they make, it can close up and prevent you from having food, which can cause you to vomit all the time. And so if they're not able to fix that laparoscopically, then they would have to revert to an open surgery where they would cut from my sternum all the way down to my pelvic area to kind of get to that. So I said I don't want an open surgery. If they're not able to do the bypass laparoscopically, then I don't want to have it done. Just because I cannot afford to be out of work that long. And she said if that's the case where they can't do it laparoscopically, they'll, they'll get me out of surgery, whatever, and just have me do the pre-op diet for a little bit longer. she said she's not concerned because of my weight and how, yet again, tiny I am. So that was kind of, I don't know, a little bit of a nerve-wracking moment for me, I guess. But yeah, they weighed me in. I weighed 100, oh my god, 100. I wish. I weighed 300. Oh my god, not even 300. What am I doing? I need to go back to bed. I weighed 231 pounds, which is 105 kilograms. I think kg, whatever that is. So my BMI is about 41, which, you know, coming from 46 is pretty good, not too shabby. So I'll take what I can get. After I talked to the surgeon, asked if I had any other questions. She looked at my belly, made sure that my belly was all right, and then that was it. I mean, that was the history and physical. Just went over all the prescriptions. Oh yeah, I have a time. My surgery is at 10:30 on the 30th. I'll have to be there at 8:30, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's not too shabby at all. But they said that they're going to try to get me in earlier, so I'll probably be getting a call Saturday or Sunday letting me know that my surgery's been moved up to like 7 o'clock, so I'll have to be there at 4:30, which would suck for everybody. But it would totally be worth it. And so I got done with that, and I went over to the anesthesiologist, and basically it was a question and answer session. Have you ever had sleep apnea? Has anybody ever told you that you snore loud? Have you ever done drugs? Have you ever had issues with alcohol? Have you ever taken this, that, and the other? It was basically an hour of nothing but questions. So they weren't really too concerned with any of the answers that I gave, and they looked at the time of my surgery and said, oh yeah, they have you scheduled here for 10:30, but they have it open to moving up. So she's like, 95% of the time when they want you to move up a little bit earlier, you get moved up. So she's like, probably expect to be a little bit earlier than 8:30 that you'll have to be there by. So that's pretty cool. They wanted me to pre-register after I got done with there, which was probably about 12. And then they took me up after they did my blood work and my EKG. They took me up to the x-ray room where I had a chest x-ray done. And then I walk out of the building completely forgetting to pre-register for surgery. I get to my car and I couldn't remember what I was supposed to do. I was like, fuck, I was supposed to do something at a desk, and I can't remember. So I had to walk all the way back to anesthesiology, and I was like, hey, I was supposed to do something and I can't remember what I was supposed to do after I left here. And she's like, oh, you pre-register, you can do it here, you can do it on the phone. So I was like, oh, I'll do it here, because otherwise I'll forget. I just want to get it done and over with. So we went ahead, went over to the information desk, and I pre-registered for surgery, and that was it. That was my day. So if you're going in for a history and physical and your anesthesiologist appointment, it is basically a review of what you've already known, side effects, like what they expect of you from surgery, and then anesthesiologist has a bunch of questions. So just to kind of let you know how that went well. 10:30 is my surgery date, or surgery time, on November 30th. So yay, hopefully they can move it up a little bit earlier. But alright guys, until next video that I'm going to post here in a minute. We'll see you later.